Hello everyone and welcome back to Midnight Ink. Tonight I'm going to be channeling your past grandfather. So I just brought the cat ball out. We'll see if your past grandfather sets that off. That'd be really dope. If not, it's okay. So originally for kind of the items I usually put out to kind of, I guess, draw more to the video or possibly the personality. I don't know. I originally grabbed an AA coin, but it just didn't feel right for me. So I grabbed this deck of cards, playing cards, and then this is a ashtray for a cigar. Because when I was channeling some names for tonight's reading on my ghost box, I had cigar come through, so I was like, yeah, I want to go with that. So maybe this is something your grandfather enjoyed doing with his buddies, or maybe it was more like a family thing. I was gonna put a cigar, a used cigar, in this, but I don't know if YouTube would like that, so I just decided to leave it out. So yeah, hold on, let me set the intention. Tonight I'm doing my incense instead of the candle. So please and thank you, Spirit, help me channel the past grandfather that would like to come through and speak to whoever is on the other end of this video. Now, hopefully that doesn't get too smoky, but hence the, cigar smoke. Maybe that's kind of was typical. Alright, let's start with some messages. So, just like my last reading, I'm going to do messages, and then I'm going to do initials and stuff like that. And lastly, if you have 3 questions, we'll ask that at the end. I'm feeling very tense in my neck. We have Iowa, Wisconsin, and I mean, honestly, this could just be because of the incense, but I'm kind of used to it by now. But I was feeling very filled up in my throat or my lungs. I was kind of feeling that. And I wasn't feeling that way before I started this video, so we have Oregon coming through. Okay, that was a lot that came out. We have 1940s, so that could have been kind of around they were born. It doesn't have to be the exact year that he was born. Okay, we have I just crossed over. I need to speak to you. I have rocks, so maybe you liked collecting rocks together, or that's what he enjoyed doing. I have Canada. We have dark brown eyes, blue eyes. We have letter and poem. Yeah, I had a lot of cards come out, so I'm just going to go ahead and read them all. He could have passed when you were 30. We have cremated. Tell them I said hello. We have Alabama, Nebraska, tuberculosis. Okay, I'm with them. me actually spread these out a little more. I've noticed I've been doing that lately in my readings, and I usually don't do that, so that way you can kind of keep an eye out for all of the cards. Okay. Alright, please and thank you, Spirit. Alright, they want you to know that they miss you. I'm right here. Okay. Alright, Spirit, if you can confirm that their grandfather on the other end is here by touching the cat ball. We have internet. So your grandfather could have passed when you were a little girl. So maybe the memory of him wasn't as, maybe you probably just didn't know him for that long. We have hang in there. I bring messages from beyond. And we'll have to see what that's about, but they're feeling sad about what happened. Maybe just kind of leaving in general, leaving behind his loved ones. When I was shuffling the deck, I did see one little card mentioning Cancer. I also have buried, brown hair, light brown eyes, saffron clothes. Maybe, and it doesn't have to be this exact clothing, but maybe he liked to dress up kind of more like vintage and classic. He kind of already gave me that vibe when I was channeling him earlier, with like the playing cards and the cigar thing. We have 888 balance. We have Maul, so maybe that's something you and him used to do a lot. 666 reflect, and 222 alignment. You were right about them. We have abused, and ooh, that's a big one. So that's going to be for only a certain few. Well, they want you to know that they love you. It's interesting when I think of with this coming through the homicide. Actually, when I was channeling the names, I did have something come up where it was like it kept repeating it over and over again. Something about death by water or death from water. Said like something about drowning. And it's interesting. It actually said in the spirit box, Nymph Lake. And this, I actually looked it up because I was like, oh no, that can't actually be a place. Because it actually it hasn't happened on my spirit box yet. But it says Nymph Lake. I'll spell it NYMPH, and it actually was a lake. It's in Colorado. So just thought I'd mention that. It's kind of funny that came through. My mouth keeps getting dry. And I do have, oh my gosh, I just saw it. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Hold on. Okay, so this is so funny. As I was shuffling the deck, I saw it peek through. So that's confirmation. We have Colorado. Good. I'm always with you. I left you roses. We have accident. Okay, so they could have also passed when you were 16. I show you signs through bugs. We have Georgia. We have tell my story. Gardener. Okay, so maybe that's something he enjoyed doing, or maybe like his wife did as well. We have a picture, so you could still have a picture of him. Or maybe recently you've seen a picture of him and it just kind of gave you confirmation that he is still here. I'm so proud of you. I knew all along. Something about mistreated. I was taken advantage of. So now it could legit be that, or like maybe your grandfather was well off and maybe people were trying to take advantage of him in that way with his money. I stayed with you. Okay, I'm also getting this. I was an alcoholic, so, I mean, hey, I was thinking about getting the bringing that out. I almost did, but I wanted to bring out the other thing. It seemed more fitting. I can see the light. That smoke just went in my mouth. I had, oh God, I was joking around, but probably not the best thing to joke about, but probably could have gotten like secondhand smoke from him. You got Ohio, Kentucky. Always with you. So confirmation. Your pet can see my spirit. Nice. We have Idaho, Tennessee. Oops, don't want to knock that. And this came up a second time. Just gonna throw it out there. That's gonna be for somebody specific. There's nothing you could have done. Also getting an illness. Ooh, the illness spread and brown eyes. I was, oh, yes, okay. I saw that earlier. I wanted to, 111, trust your gut. Let me get a couple more, and then we'll go on ahead and go to initials. They want you to take care of yourself. I keep seeing this card, so I'm going to pull it out. I passed too soon. During my life, I was afflicted by a spirit. Interesting. That's interesting. I mean, technically, you know, I mean, alcohol is a drug, and, you know, they call it spirits per se, but, like, you know, it can lower your vibrations, so, I mean, that makes sense. I have wisdom to share. He could have also passed when you were 9. I'm at peace. Traveling. So, interesting. So, he could have traveled. That's fine. But the first thing that popped into my mind was, if you are currently traveling, he wants you to know that he is with you and he is protecting you during your travels, and he's also saying safe travels. I have been speaking to you. We have forest. Okay. I'm in a better place. Well, Mr. Gramps, it'd be really cool if you could touch that cat ball to let my viewers know that you are here. We have light blonde hair. What if I move it away a little bit? Maybe that'll help. North or South Carolina? Okay, we've got long hair. Anything else? Florida. Florida also came through. 19 years old, so you could have passed when you were 19. I wish we had more time. Ooh, I felt that one. Fatal crash. Just gonna look through these. You were right. Okay. Passed in my sleep. Okay, so we are channeling many different, because there's many different ways that someone could pass, obviously. Well, different grandpas. Sorry. Pulling the plug was the right thing to do. At the park. Okay, so I had something pop into my mind, specifically. If you currently go to the park with your son, I mean, it doesn't have to be a son, it could be a daughter, but specifically I heard son. You could go to the park with your son, and your grandfather wants you to know that he is with you when you do that. And your son could even see him. So, I leave you signs. Yep. I was coming back up. Dark blonde hair. Feeling grief about what happened. Undetermined passing / death. Short hair. Black hair. Ooh, this one's cool. If you record my voice, you will hear it. I left you flowers, and he also wants you to know that time is precious. So please, just because of his passing, don't stop yourself from living life. Time is precious, so soak it in as much as you can. I feel like your grandfather was a very wisdom kind of guy. Even though he might have did some dumb things, he's telling you not to make the same mistakes he did. And just to live life and be in the moment, because it truly does go by too quick, and sometimes you just don't know when things will just all end. I think I'm going to stop there. I had like a really nice little word of wisdom there from him. So we're going to keep it as that. Alright, let me get some initials, and I will read off the names that I did get through on my spirit box as well. I feel like your grandfather was dehydrated a lot, as my mouth is dry. Okay, let me do the initials. Okay, so this could be the month he was born or the month that he had passed. So we have January, February, March, June, May, September, and wow, we didn't get as much letters. But I did get a lot of names when I was channeling, so that's probably a good thing, because we don't need to put down as much. We have S, I, J, E, and K. Okay, so Stephen, Will, Edward, Eddie. Oh, by the way, I'm reading off the ones I got from the spirit box, and then I will see if anyone else comes through. Okay, so we have Stephen, Will, Edward, Eddie, Charles, Arthur. So I got Zoe, but for some reason I was like, okay, yeah, Grandpa Zoe. Like, people like to call him Grandpa Zoe. Alright, we have Aiden or Caden, Philip. It's also getting Phyllis, Jerry, Bob or Bobby, Henry, Nathan, Dave, and Randy. And I also did get a couple years. We got 2010s, so he could have passed then. And then we were also getting the 1980s, so, and also 50 years old. So, Kenny, James, Ethan, Isaac, Samuel, Josh, Justin, Kyle, Keith. What's that one name? It's like in my brain, but I can't say it. I don't know. Okay. Alright, so if you have any questions. So yeah, I'm gonna do 3 questions. So you go ahead and think of 3 questions and we'll do a yes or no. Alright, please and thank you, Spirit, for the first question. Please and thank you, Spirit, for the first question on my viewer's mind. Please and thank you, Spirit, for the first question on the viewer's mind. Please and thank you, Spirit, for the first question on... Alright, we have a no for the first question. We have thorns present. Handle with care. Okay. And this popped out. I'm just going to go ahead and say this as the second question that's on your mind. We have a yes. I don't know if doing incense was a good idea. Whatever. So the second question is yes. Flow with the current natural progress. Okay, and then for the last question, please and thank you, Spirit, for the last question on my viewer's mind. No, not that many. Jesus. Oh, that was quick. Okay. We have a no. Making a final effort, failing away, withering. Interesting. So I thought I'd comment on this one. So, I mean, obviously I don't know if this was your question or not, but I just figured I'd add in on this. When I was talking about where your grandfather says to time is precious, I feel like this is confirmation. If you were asking something similar to that, I feel like this is also another confirmation that going with the flow, letting things happen naturally. And then this one, I don't know if this is having anything to do with family. Like maybe there is tension or drama within the family, and maybe you've been making final efforts or trying to make the peace, and your grandfather is telling you no, like, just let it be. If that's what you were asking, I don't know. It popped in my brain and I felt like kind of saying that, so. Okay. Alright, well, I hope this resonated for you and helped you out. Go on ahead and give a like or a comment below to let me know how this resonated for you. And I will see you guys for my next reading. Alright, love you.